Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can remember how I did this one. It was just a lot of playing to try and get something to work. So it's the wooden ornaments, or wooden shapes. I don't know what they're meant to be for. And I used Tacky When Dry Gel Medium by the Crafters Workshop. And once it was dry, I put on some gold foil. And then using fishing line, I dangled one of these that I got at the dollar store years ago, and some pearls, and just intertwined it. And that is also how it will be hung from the tree. So the first step is to apply the Tacky When Dry Gel Medium to the shape. And I tried not to get too much on my brush at the one time because I didn't want too much going down into the cracks. And you're not going to get a perfect coverage, but I don't mind that it didn't get a complete coverage. It kind of gives it a more, I don't know, distressed look. You know how I like the distressed look. Mostly just get it on the tip of my brush. I'm just rubbing it on. And in some parts I find it easier just to pounce, because if you rub it too much then you're going to get it on the sides a lot. And I'm trying not to do that. I'm going to get some in spots. See, if you go like that, then it does that, where it accumulates. The worst part, I can't even tell where it is. So I don't know how much I have missed. I think that's pretty good coverage. So I'm just going to do that to all the rest. Okay, so now that the hearts are dry, they should feel tacky. I'm going to take some deco foil and add it to the top of the hearts. Now the ones I have already been used, but you can just keep moving it. And I'm just rubbing it with this hard plastic scraper, but the side is not sharp. mix of gold and wood. I think the reason why you're not getting full coverage is because I used a sponge applicator. So I mean, with sponge, you can't see that you're getting it everywhere. Plus it's wood, so you have that grain. But I like it. If you wanted a complete coverage, I don't know, because with all the holes, like if it was a solid piece, it would be so much easier because you could just spread it on. But with there being all this stuff, I don't know, maybe you would have to use a different product. But I like the results I'm getting. Also keep in mind I'm using sheets that have already been used, so if I had a solid sheet I'd probably be getting better coverage as well. Okay, for the next step, this is the part where I just played until something felt right. So I'm taking about 24 inches of fishing line. I'm going to feed one of these on and bring that to the middle. Oops. And it's hard for me to show where it's clear. So it is very difficult for me to show you what I am doing, but I will try. So after I added that, I added a large pearl, and I'm putting both strands through. And then I took one of the strands and came back down and fed it through the pearl again. I did. There we go. And this will help keep the pearl in place. So then, coming from behind the heart, I'm separating my two strands and I'm putting one through this side and then one through the other side. I'm trying to keep that like that to make it dangle. And then I'm going to cross them over and go through the opposite side. So this one's over here, and I'm going to put it through over here. Oops. Got wrapped around. And then on the back, I did not loop. So I'm going to do that again because I want to loop on the back to feed the string through. And then I have to go around to the back again, because the whole point, you'll see in a second. I probably did this differently than I did it the first time, I just can't remember. It might get done differently every single time. Oops. So both strands are in the back, and I'm going to come up under that loop that I created on the back. That's one. Stuff is so annoying. I'm feeding that up through. Okay, so now it's both coming up the center. And then I take one and come up the side of the heart. And I add a bead, a pearl, just a small one. And then I'm going to take this one and come up on the other side of the heart and add a small pearl. So then this one, I'm going to push that fishing line through to the back. And same with this one. I'm going to push it through to the back. And then once the fishing line is where I want it to be, I will move the pearl to where I want it to be. And then I'm going to cross those lines over. And then this one, I'm going to come back up again. And that's crossed over and coming up. And we're going to feed a bead on each of them. Now this one, to keep the bead in place, I had to do a little bit more. So I want the beads to be about there. So I wrapped the line around and then came back through here. And then I'm feeding it through the pearl again and letting that line go to the back. If the pearl moves, just push it back where you want it. And then tighten it. Okay, so now I'm going to do that to the other side. So I'm putting the line to the back. I'm trying to. And coming back around to the front. And then feeding it through the pearl again. And letting the line go to the back. So once you get that, just tighten your fishing line and put the beads where you want them. So now I'm going up towards the top with my line. So I'm behind all the scrolls, and then I'm going to bring it up and tuck it in here. So I'm bringing it up and tucking it back there. And then I'm going to feed a big pearl, actually medium size, because I only had so many. So this one's a medium size. And I'm putting both strands through it. And then, like the bottom one, I'm going to take one of those strands and go back through it again to keep it in place. Sometimes the hole is not all that big and it makes it difficult. Let's come down more. Okay, and then at the top, I'm going to tie a double knot. Ooh, I cut that close. And there we go. And that is day what? Day 17.